Hi, today I'm going to talk about the 4 aspects of the authentic self. Now, everybody knows about the concept of the higher self. You know, the idea that there is something bigger, something more than your personality, than your persona or your egoic self. And that this higher, better part of you somehow directs you. But most of us kind of think of that as something that's outside of ourselves, that somehow or another is inspired from some spiritual special place. What I'm going to tell you is that those 4 aspects of the authentic self are actually at the very core of who and what you are. And the 4 aspects of the authentic self, the physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual aspects, are driving that which you are. In fact, they're the delivery system for your soul's purpose. They have been with you since the beginning of time. They are your original self. And as you come through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, you manifest a personality, a beautiful costume for a short period of time. But these 4 aspects stay with you. They grow, they mature, and they have an investment in you. But one of the most interesting things about the idea of the 4 aspects is that they're kind of like a board of directors. Except there's one more member on that board of directors. There's you, the ego, the personality. So the 4 aspects and the ego direct your experience of living. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like my ego is the most dominant CEO that's ever lived. And I can't get away from him. If you allow yourself to begin to have a relationship with each of those 4 aspects, if you allow yourself to begin thinking in terms of 4 completely unique, developed energies driving you, you can start having a conversation with them that can open doorways. It's one of the most extraordinary concepts, I think, that we've come up with in relationship to the subtle anatomy. Because it's a kind of presence in the anatomy. It's a kind of presence that informs everything you do and everything that you are. And as we work through life and strip away the parts of ourselves that haven't been serving us, we come closer and closer and closer to the voice of those 4 aspects, ideally liberating them completely. You guys have any questions? Yes.
Can working with the 4 aspects help you know and live your soul's purpose?
Can working with the 4 aspects help you know and live your soul's purpose? Absolutely. Because the 4 aspects are the authors of the soul's purpose. They're really your spirit embodied. And they're the voice and the ears and the eyes of that spirit. So they know the language of your soul. And they speak it all the time in everything they do. As the spirit descends into us and we become mortal, we become physical, we become animated, as Paramahansa Yogananda used to say, subtle, congealed light, it's matter. As we become that, we start to really experience this divinity embodied. Sometimes we forget it, but most of the time, as we're moving through life, we can feel that soul's purpose bubbling just under the surface. And the more in touch you get with your 4 aspects, the easier it is to experience that really genuinely running your life. Is there another question? Yeah.
Do the 4 aspects have a location in my subtle energy structure?
Yes, thank you for asking that. He asked if his 4 aspects have a location in his subtle energy structure. They most certainly do. They emerge at the very top of the energy structure. And in fact, they're one of the only parts of the anatomy, the subtle anatomy, that peeks out into the universal. They're way at the top, which is 25, 30 feet above your head. And there are 4 little golden balls that literally emerge out of the core, the powerful current of energy that moves through your entire energy structure and through your physical body and out of your physical body and down through the bottom of your energy structure and out into the universal. So there's this huge core, and the 4 aspects emerge out of the core at the very top, above everything. And that's where they are. That's where they're located. So they have an experience of the totality of the universe. And they have a way that they bring that in. Is there another question? One more?
Do you teach a way to like communicate and develop a relationship with these 4 aspects?
I do. I do teach a way to develop a relationship and to communicate with the 4 aspects. I have a course that I'm in the middle of developing right now, something that's coming up on the horizon. I'm working on this with one of my wonderful partners in excitement, and that's Lauren Kaufman. We're developing a workshop right now about the 4 aspects. But every core individuation practitioner is trained in a powerful meditation that enables them to work with their clients and to help them have an experience of awakening the conscious, interactive relationship with the 4 aspects. This meditation is a profound door opener. It's one of the most exciting things that you can experience, actually hearing the voice of your inner truth. I hope I get a chance to meet you sometime soon. It's been Desda Zuckerman talking about the 4 aspects.